Okay, today I want to film a tutorial. I know that I'm still a EVA foam newbie, so I don't ever want to pretend that I've got this down pat or I'm a master of this, because I'm not. But when I figured this out, it took my foam skills like to a whole nother level, and I got really excited about it, and I thought that maybe you guys would want to know it too. So here's what I did. I'm going to show you how I take regular anti-fatigue mats like this with this cool diamond plate thing going on that could be a nuisance, but I'm going to make it work for me, and I'm going to turn it into this. You see how it's got these really cool dynamic texture to it. This was the prototype for my Wonder Woman gauntlet. I went with something a little bit more streamlined. I went with something more like this. You can see it's just regular craft foam, scrapbooking brads, some elastic to hold it on, and that's cool. So I preferred this, but this is really cool for more of a Spartan style armor, or even if you wanted to do like your chest plate or something like that in this really cool texture. It's just really hardcore looking. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to it. So all you need is your standard foam. This will only work with a thicker foam, because the thinner foam, you'll see why in just a second. But this is, a pretty good size. I'm not exactly sure the millimeter, but it's just a kid's play mat. Anyways, so all I did was I took an X-Acto knife, or a razor blade, and I cut in these grooves, and I didn't go all the way through, but a pretty good little firm pressure all through these grooves, and I scored it, and I've already done that because I want you to see this is so cool. So I'm going to use this heat gun. I know it's pretty wimpy, but I like it, so cool. And all I'm going to do is your standard heating that we always do on these projects. It's going to take a little bit because it's got to warm up. There we go. And you'll start to see here in just a second, the more that I heat it, see that pattern starting to emerge there. Cool. And so there you can see the parts that I scored opened up into this really cool texture. So as you heat the foam, it starts to shrink, and it opens up that pattern, and it looks like you put a lot of detail into it that you really didn't. And then so you can see it's a pretty deep little pattern there. And then when you paint it, you get this really cool depth. So when you plasti dip it, you can see that it gets, you make sure that your plasti dip is good and evenly coated all in there. And then I sprayed it with the silver paint, and then came back in and dry brushed some gold over it to really accent the tops of the pyramids, and it gave this really cool depth just from this kind of a craft foam. So not only can you do that with it though, but more of an intricate design. So I've pre-cut just a squiggly here into this, and we're going to heat that. See, the more that you heat it, it really accentuates that detail work that you did. So it's a great way to put scrolling on any foam piece. So see, it's awesome. Also, if you already know you're going to be making a build you're going to weather and battle scar it pretty good, if you go through and cut some pieces like this, when you heat seal it, it pulls it out, and then you can go in and make sure distressing afterwards, just super easy. Anyways, I hope that helps. It really helped me, and I'm planning on posting a weathering tutorial very soon on you guys' request, a painting tutorial. So on how I've been doing this. So I'll show you guys hopefully in the near future upcoming about my painting builds. So thanks for watching.